Welcome, ladies and gents, to FlipSid TV. I'm DDK, this is James, and you are going to be watching some StarSeries action. We have FlipSid and NiP up today, and they will be playing for a place at LAN. So it's a very important match. It's best of 3. We're kicking things off on Mirage. We have Cash and then Inferno to follow in this best of 3. If we go to Inferno, I feel like FlipSid, if they can't win Mirage, they're done, because I don't see them beating NiP on Cash.
I think FlipSid is... I think Mirage is probably FlipSid's strongest map of these 3. So I would have to agree with you there, Dan. Well, actually, I wouldn't say I have to agree with you. I don't know. I think. See, the thing is, I think on these two maps, FlipSid have the potential to be very strong with double ops. Problem is, I said yesterday, like I think their buy could be a brittle one, especially against a team as strong as NiP. You know, they just won over Hellraisers on the last map yesterday, and NiP I think are going to be tactically stronger and more capable of breaking their economy. So you might be right. I'm still waiting to see. You know, I think we're only just seeing the solid FlipSid that we want to see. So for me, I'm just waiting with bated breath then to see what happens.
All right. Yeah, I think that FlipSid are going to have too much trouble just tackling the individual skills of NiP. But let's see what you guys think. We have the odds down below. So yeah, I think that's actually reflects well how I feel about this, the chances that FlipSid have here as well. So yeah, 90% for NiP is definitely very strong, but we could see a strong performance. But the thing is, it is Mirage.
I want to see a more competitive game than those odds. I want to see FlipSid.
Absolutely, yeah.
I want to see FlipSid take at least one map.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that FlipSid do have good T sides on this map. They have great ability to play for picks. They've got good strategies to throw in there as well, stuff that they've rehearsed, good executes. So we'll have to see if they're able to actually pull them together here. Of course, though, I'm afraid for them, very afraid for them, if NiP get a good start and get to start on the CT side. So, however, if it's converse and FlipSid are able to kick things off on the CT side, they could definitely have a really strong start. They could definitely get like 10, 12 rounds. I could see that happening, absolutely. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how this is going to play out. And do you want to make a score prediction, James? Do you want to go in there with a score prediction?
I wouldn't say it's a prediction. Like, I'm hoping that FlipSid win this map. I want to see them. Never mind a prediction. I want to see them win this map. That's where I stand. We
should also first, I think, wait for the sides to be chosen.
Yes, that is a good point.
Because I've done that before. Like, score prediction. I choose this. And then like, it's like nuke or something, and then like the team that I chose to like dominate the other team starts on T side. Oh, okay. They're not gonna get dominated.
Yeah, we are going to go into the knife round here, guys. And remember, when we hit 450,000 followers, one of our lucky subs, I was gonna say substitutes, one of our lucky subs will win this Huntsman Blue Steel, and we will be doing an Orp Asimov raffle as well, which will be open to everyone. So let's get into the knife round.
All right. So
we played Mirage earlier then.
Yeah, I played the Mirage on a matchmaking game earlier as well. I actually played like a matchmaking game. It's been like 2 months, James.
we played on Face It. We played a game of Mirage before we came to the studio. We went up against a player from eSuba actually. He did pretty beast, but he couldn't carry his team hard enough versus the dynamic duo of James and Dan, and he proved victorious.
It was too easy.
But shout out to him. It's cool to go to randomly go up against a pro player from eSuba. So shout outs to them. Hopefully we will see more of them as we go into this year. So NiP won a knife round. So what's your prediction? Quick!
Okay, I'm going to say that NiP should take this 16 to... I'm going to say 16 to 10, actually. I feel like it's going to be pretty strong from them. Yeah, I'm going to go 16 to 10.
You have to favour them for the pistol round as well.
I think they just generally got to favour them. I mean
that too, but I mean, economically speaking, yeah, I think they're more than likely going to get off to a good start here.
Ali is coming more and more into his own form as well with the team. So as he's slowly, managing to fit in over all the practice, getting the confidence going, I think he's looking a lot better than initially he did when he was kind of just trying out. I feel like that was a bit more shaky than the Ali we've seen in the recent days.
Yep. Okay, so we are 9 seconds away from liftoff here. From ignition, Dan. From ignition.
Alright, so this round's going to be interesting here. I wonder if NiP are going to do that the kind of double HE over the top of T slope.
Ooh, Get Right's upgraded his knife. He had a Huntsman slaughter. Now he's got the, look at that. Look at that. He's got a T-virus Karambit.
Nice. I have a default knife. I'm the best.
You do, Dan.
All right, but now we're into the match. So FlipSid taking 2 players down apartments, 2 on middle, playing tentatively here, waiting to see if NiP are to be finding them early on. However, NiP not with all like really aggressive positions here. They're just holding back at the moment, trying to see what they can come into contact with. That's great contact from Simple onto the Forest. And that's going to be now FlipSid taking over middle. We have a player in connector here, but the rotation is coming in from NiP. But FlipSid haven't really committed themselves into the B bomb site just yet. So NiP... Oh, that's a great shot there from WorldEdit.
That should get them going as well. I think they were waiting for a second frag to start the proceedings here. Wow, we thought this would be a good pistol round for NiP, but there's only allu remaining versus 5, and they've barely been tagged. What a slaughter by FlipSid.
Oh my god, Simple got 3. WorldEdit with a really sick snap. That was brutal. They got no kills. That means no scouts. That's actually a really big deal, because if you're able to get a couple of scouts in this map on CT, on the second round, as CTs after losing pistol, it's actually really strong.
Actually, it's interesting. It's not often you see no scouts in the second round these days.
Well, they didn't get any kills. You need to get a kill.
Exactly. Yeah, I know that, but
yeah.
I mean, it's not often you just see a complete wipeout on a pistol round like this.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah.
Oh, but look at the information already here from the flank in the apps. Who is that? That is Get Right. Of course, it's Get Right. But I think we have somebody keeping an eye. Yeah. So bondik did see him, and Get Right's going to get out there before getting tagged. So
that's really cool from Get Right as well, because with the CTs at the moment, it's kind of a race to find out exactly where the FlipSid guys are, so they can get good positions with those pistols. Otherwise, you can get really badly caught off guard. So FlipSid going to be peeking with Markelov now, seeing if they can detect a stack. They need to figure out that very quickly. Simple. Oh, very nice. Quick frags there from him. Opens up the bomb site. They're going to spot allu there in middle, picking up a frag onto Blade. And that weapon is going to be retrievable, and the bomb is actually in middle as well. So it's like they will be able to do the job very effectively with the AKs nonetheless. And we will have FlipSid on 2-0. So now the full eco comes in from NiP.
They did save that weapon as well. That was dropped. The AK that was dropped in mid. It was rescued by bondik. WorldEdit taking the Galil, which he's going to throw over and continue just with a USPS. So he's going to have a lot of money in the bank.
Quick push and palace from 2 players there for NiP as they try to get, again, early information as well as potentially an early 2-on-1, but it's not going to happen. FlipSid avoiding that area, just occupying middle, playing it safe, and using their grenades. So working their way up into map control, bit by bit. And Markelov again, just ready to deny any CTs should they try to push into the apartments and get the information as well. So far he's spotted 1. NiP, they know that middle is taken over by FlipSid at the moment, but they haven't shown themselves really. They're actually doing decently on the damage. Simple's almost down, but Markelov's going to get his entry onto the B site now, as WorldEdit once again finds himself on the short position. So FlipSid have themselves the B site. They've got themselves middle control. Just looking for those frags there, as FlipSid going to be spotting just 1 player in CPL. But look how static NiP are at the moment. They're still just holding down these positions, despite losing the B bomb site. There's just 2 of them remaining now. There you go, Blade, able to drop Get Right on the flank. And it's just allu now. Can he get some damage in? They've lost nobody. These rounds are so clinical from FlipSid, so clean.
Having a quick look at the money here for the T side.
1 death.
Yeah, 1 death indeed. But also important to say that WorldEdit won't need to rebuy his armor, well, unless he's been quite tight. Let's actually have a look. Where is he? Okay, there he is. He's got 39. Generally, I think the most armor you can lose in 1 round is 40. So he's living life on the edge right now. There's only 1 AWP coming out. It's going to be allu AWPing. Again, we did see NiP on Nuke recently, and it was Forest who was the preferred AWPer. But on this occasion, it is going to be allu, who is tried and tested on this map already for NiP. Look at that. We've got 3-man presence here from the CTs in mid. Definitely want to take control of that. Xizt going to put himself in a spot. Oh, look at that. The flames coming out already. He's going to have to rotate his position, I believe. did go below him, but sometimes it does go up to a higher level. So bondik going to get the actually the second frag as allu takes out Simple straight away, but in one-man advantage. Flame's going to take out Get Right as well. He's trying to hold on there to take out a player, but it wasn't to be. So pretty solid entrance here by FlipSid. It looks like they are going to break the first buy of NiP. Question is, can they eliminate these two final weapons? Looks like Friberg and Forest not going anywhere. Forest, the only one remaining now. Potentially looking for some exit kills. I don't think he can really make a clean escape from where he's standing at the moment.
So Forest doesn't get any kills. They've only lost 2 players in the 4 rounds. That's actually ridiculous, but here we go. They're not going to spot Forest. He will get that kill onto Markelov, and he's going to be able to safely retreat. However, NiP in Dire Straits, 1 more eco, and then they can buy again. But
there are more zeros than the American debt level right now.
FlipSid have such a crazy good start at the moment. Their economy is booming. It is looking so strong. They're going to get double up, Simple and WorldEdit on the AWPs now.
It begins.
And they know that there's just 1 weapon alive for NiP at the moment, and they're going to be up against just a couple pistols. They know exactly the state of NiP.
Is that a good idea though, to have 2 ops when you're expecting the eco?
Well, it's Simple and WorldEdit. They're going to they had to upgrade their weapons.
I think it'd be worse if they were on the CT side actually than the T side.
I mean, they know that they're going to be fine with this. Blade actually getting picked off there in underpass, but Simple and WorldEdit really, really strong AWPers, so it should be fine. Just NiP now holding it down. We've got 3 players there on the B bomb site for NiP as they are just waiting the arrival of these FlipSid players. So FlipSid trying to feel this defense out at the moment, and they don't want to run into what could be a stack. They have no idea where all of NiP is, and Friberg comes up, does get dropped straight away by Markelov. The spray down coming into play. That's 2 quick frags from him. Now there's just 2 players left, and FlipSid can start thinking about hitting a bomb site properly. In goes bondik now, but he's going to take down his friends. So that's good movement there from allu, but still he does get taken out. So Forest can keep his weapon alive. It does pick up the kill against Markelov, and that bomb is actually all the way at B apartments. So it's going to have to just travel forever to get to A. And Forest could very well do this. He's up against WorldEdit and bondik. He has 1 flash to work with.
bondik had the AWP, but he switched back to the AK, and it looks like Forest maybe he thinks it's B. I think he does. Yeah, he's walking, so I think he thinks it's going to be B after all. Let's see what his what he's going to do. He has got a kit. I think he still thinks it's B. So you can see him walking there. Surely he realizes now that it's actually A, and by the time he gets there, it's going to be a lost cause.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be the time. He knows there's 2 players left. He can assume that they're going to be able to hold him back properly. I mean, he's going to be able to buy next round no matter what, so he might just feel like going for it is going to be the best choice. But he could very well save as well. You can see he's not going for this, just chilling. See if he can catch an exit, and bondik does swap out for the AWP. So Forest will survive, and NiP now going to be on a full buy. Last buy didn't go so well for them though, so going to be looking for a better result this time around.
Ooh, double AWPs coming out straight away for NiP. allu and Forest going to be brothers in arms here. Could cross those AWPs and make a badge, but they'll be looking to shoot people in the face for the time being. And again, with such a massive start by FlipSid, economically speaking, losing next to nobody in the first 3-4 rounds, they are still in their relative riches despite having 2 AWPs on the map. So this is a perfect scenario. You can see how thorough they were on a pistol round as well.
They got the middle actually, NiP. They got 2 players in quick proximity to that, or close proximity to middle and short. So if there's a flash to be thrown over, just as we saw there, Simple might just have a nasty challenge on his hands. He's smoking off the attempt by FlipSid to get into middle though. So not much for them to do at the moment there.
NiP are actually playing the FlipSid double AWP setup here, short and CPL. allu just keeping an eye, a very passive eye, on the underpass, which could give him a big advantage here. If Markelov looks the wrong way. Also got Get Right in connector as well. So all the important parts of the map are being solidly held. No openings for FlipSid whatsoever. NiP just holding angles for them to engage.
But it's about to come in, this big push onto the A bomb site. FlipSid have a lurker towards the B site, but he's not going to come into play just yet. allu to open things up here. Defensive shot onto Simple. And now they're probably going to know what's going on. Another great shot there from allu, dropping blade. Going to go up the top for another one. Takes down bondik, and 4 frags in quick succession from allu. Oh, and allu's going to pull off the ace. What a fantastic series of shots.
In before HLTV threads.
That is how you do it. Now, NiP, they needed something to get back into this, and allu, he provides very, very strong.
How about that?
Shots.
How energizing must that be for your team when the new guy on the team just aces? You're 5-0 down, and he just gets 5 kills in 1 round. Just AWPs everyone. Awesome play there. But yeah, credit to NiP for not. They didn't give FlipSid the openings. They gave them no engagements there, and it continues now with f0rest.
And this is the danger of that super passive mid play. You wait for your underpass players to get underneath CPL before you peek out middle, but that's going to happen. You get f0rest. He's able to take the shots as he wants them. And now NiP with a solid defense towards BAPS as well. And things are looking very bad here for FlipSid. WorldEdit is able to pick up one in middle on f0rest, but really, with that bomb deep in the B apartments held by NiP, there's little chance for him to actually take that one down. Just got to get these frags, but Xizt is going to walk straight into his line of fire. It's going to be allu to take him down finally. And NiP only lose 2 players, but they are close to completely breaking the bank of FlipSid. In fact,
it's all fallen apart very quickly, Dan.
Yeah, they just have to win this one, and FlipSid are going to have nothing left to fight with.
It's crazy. They lost 1 round, and in that previous round, they were just running through smoke, and they just seemed like all tactics went out the window there. Everything just completely fell apart for them. So they need to really keep their heads well screwed on there, because the way, I don't know, that was just a complete disaster is all I can say. So we have the 1 AWP coming out now. They need to find these openings, but NiP just not giving them. And look how NiP have changed their layouts as well. Previously, they had an AWP short, an AWP CPL, and get right in connector. Now there's only a player in connector, and mid has been abandoned for the time being. I don't know if they're expecting an eco here, but they'll find out if they have weapons soon enough. Although, actually, they must be expecting a buy, considering all those kills and the lack of deaths on the FlipSid side. I think the early rounds.
FlipSid in this round are actually having a few problems in deciding how to actually call their strategy. At the start, we saw a lot of running about, dropping the bomb, repositioning of players straight away. And it's going to be Xizt to take down Blade, so this is going to be pretty rough now. I think they wanted to end up in that connector, slope, and palace push, but right now they've lost the player on palace. They're going to have to make another call here. Going to try to get the distraction running towards f0rest, but he's able to take down Simple. Now bondik's coming in. He has to make this entry. Does get a quick one, and that's going to force allu to come back into play. He is going to defend well. Takes down bondik. There's still 1 more player lurking. Oh, allu's going to be jumping straight into that one. WorldEdit now moving alone against the 3 remaining players. He's got 10 seconds left to play with. f0rest will get the frag, and that's a 5-3 scoreline. As we do have NiP coming back here. That start was... It was insane for FlipSid, but NiP is looking really, really good now.
Yeah, that start seems like it was in a distant past looking at the previous 3 rounds. Now let's have a look at the money for, well, the money for the CT side is not looking amazing just yet. Seems to be quite mixed, but FlipSid, they look really worrying at the moment. Like, they just seem to have completely fallen apart. As you said, they seem to not really know what they want to do, but we have an eco here, which should be a bit simpler. Simply get some names out of rush to fight those flames, though, maybe slowing them down. You can see them just waiting for that fire. The rotation is coming in, so but surely. And again, you've got that gorgeous crossfire on the windows here from f0rest with the AWP, finishing off with the pistol, of course. And that is a clean, lossless round for NiP, which will be very important for their economy indeed. You can see Friberg there, $9,500.
So the interesting thing here for FlipSid will be to try to make it cool to actually circumvent the AWP from the AWPs from NiP, because that's actually what's shutting them down right now. It's f0rest and allu. And looks like they want to go for a very fast set play onto the A bomb site, beat all the timings of the CTs, and see, oh, f0rest though in Palace, able to get 2 quick frags. Not able to get anything else though, as FlipSid try to work their way up, but they've only got, once again, WorldEdit alone. 8 points of health, getting singed as well by that Molotov, and he is going to go down. And NiP, even if the AWPs are up close, they are still going to be packing the mightiest of punches.
That was a pretty expensive round for NiP, but it was still a round they won. And look at how much money they have in the bank despite all the rebuys coming out there. This is looking good for them. Again, such a solid start by FlipSid, but you wouldn't think that those first 5 rounds even happened the way the last 5 rounds have gone the way of NiP. But here we are, 5 rounds apiece here as we go into the final 5 rounds of this half. Let's see what both these teams have to offer. You can see some Galils, 3 Galils in fact, on the FlipSid team. The Molly's coming in, but it means that a push onto the A side is telegraphed, but the counter Molly's coming in for the CT side. Allu going to get the first frag onto bondik. Simple taking down Xizt. They've got control of the site for the time being. Only 2 NiP players left, but Forest has been very dangerous indeed with that AWP. Friberg is rotating all the way from the B bomb site. It's going to give the T's time to get into post-plant position. So you can see Friberg now rotating over to the CT area. Markelov going to shoot him straight in the face. That leaves only Forest. There's a first frag. He's got 3 more to find. Only 15 HP. Fortunately for him, there are no nades on the FlipSid team. He's going to try and make a run for it, and that's going to be at least 1 AWP for FlipSid.
Yeah, at this time it did actually work. And I like that FlipSid weren't discouraged by the previous round that they lost with their quick A push, just because Forest was full-on beast mode in Palace. And this time they're saying, okay, we believe in this counter strat for having a fast push, beat the timings, some of the timings of the CT players of getting in position. Just don't mess around, just go for it and try to smoke off the AWPers, try to get on the site. And it actually worked out this time. They hit the shots. Forest wasn't able to completely dismantle the push as he did previously, and it worked. But now they've got to get out of the danger territory of getting their money bonus reset again and getting completely economically broken. So this round really is important now for FlipSid. However, they already have 6 on the board, which is certainly a fantastic scoreline at this point. But let's see now if WorldEdit can make this challenge work. There is a nice flash over from B Apartments there for WorldEdit, but NiP players on middle do back away a little bit.
2 AWPs and an auto sniper, but there's 1 AWP down as well. WorldEdit finds the connection onto Forest this time. Get right now playing from A site, looking towards connector with the auto sniper, which let's see if he can abuse it or if the smoke will come in. I think we might see a smoke, actually not just yet. Xizt though, gonna take down Markelov. So 4 versus 4. FlipSid have control of mid. They kind of semi-have control, because if they take certain angles, they could get completely annihilated. Gonna have to see who finds the frag first. Nice timing there on that molly to stop Allu from peeking, but he's going to peek anyway, try and find the frag, going to miss it. Be left with 26 HP. Bit of information there for the T's, but well, then it's going to get taken down with a nade in his hand. No cover from the angle. Xizt has just wiped out this round completely. bondik left versus 2. He's got 30 seconds left on the clock. It's still doable, actually, because he's on short at the moment. But the auto sniper is going to make itself known, and that's going to be an important round here for NiP.
Despite Xizt getting all the frags there, I actually feel like Allu was the player that really allowed for Xizt to make those kills, because he basically said to them, even if you put the flames down, I'm actually going to peek into them to try to take shots. And then all of a sudden they were all like, oh, holy crap, we're going to all be looking at the CPL area now so that we don't get AWPed by Allu. And then that's when Xizt came in to clean out the team. If he never showed that he would actually peek into the flames, then they're going to be looking at connector, and Xizt is not going to get all those frags. So really nice stuff here from NiP as they clean up the pistol around here from FlipSid. So NiP saving this somewhat, but yes, six rounds, even if FlipSid lose all the rest, that's still a really, really good start. Because if they get that pistol round on the second half, they're going to be flying. They're going to be tying up the game really fast.
Yeah, I think we're going to be in for a good one here. 7-6, NiP take a slight advantage, but they're not going to get far away. And the worst that could happen here is 9-6, and I don't think that will be a terrible concern for FlipSid as they move into the CT. But again, the pistol round will once again be very important. This time they will be on the defense, but for now, the defense, sorry. For now, we have another AWP coming out here for WorldEdit. He is lacking head armor, so hopefully he does not get dinked by one of those silenced M4s, because that will be curtains for him. He's looking for the first connection, but nobody's peeking mid once again. So I think FlipSid, despite having 6 rounds already, I think they are getting the hard counters are coming in here from NiP. They're just not giving them opportunities to find these kills. Again, WorldEdit, simple. 2 very dangerous players here for FlipSid, but if they can't find anybody to shoot, then they can't show off their relative skill. Look at the push here coming in from Allu in the B area as well. He's finding out lots of information for his team. Will they hear that jump? I don't think they will. There's the first frag. Doesn't see the second player and will get out of there. But he's still going for even more flanking. So they probably expected him to run back to the site, but in fact he's going up to top mid. Forrest doesn't get the engagement there on short, doesn't go his way, but only bondik remains versus 3 players, 45 seconds on the clock. Bomb is down as well, so this is going to be nigh on impossible. He's not, I mean, look, seeing where the bomb is on the opposite side of mid, unless he gets lucky and kills 2 people at once, I don't see how he can win this round, looking at the distance of the bomb and what he has to get through to find it. His AK is called Destiny, but this round it will not be, as Friberg finishes him off. 8-6 NiP.
Alright, so still going to be pretty impossible for FlipSid to take rounds like this, just with the pistols, so yeah, the chance is not so good, but that, again, it's fine, because they've already got 6 rounds on the board.
Dude, they've got Tech 9s.
That's true. They got
anything is
armor.
possible.
All right, let's. I mean, they're going to be running into Get Right likely with this auto sniper. Indeed, he's in the back there, and he's already pumping the bullets into their chests with that gun. Actually, Get Right though, he gets 1 thief from Simple, and things are going to get interesting now because Markelov has himself an AWP. The bomb is down, and I should never have counted them out. As it is a 3-on-3 now, it could exist there behind the smoke on CT. Bomb taking away. That's a nice peek there from Markelov. Forrest is looking for his peek as well. Smoke's still down everywhere. Barely spots some pixels to pick off Markelov. Now rotating around to find a player on CT. He's going to do just that. WorldEdit falls. And now Forrest just has to take down bondik. He's got to know exactly where he is. He's going for the hold though. And bondik never saw it coming. And Forrest will clutch them the last round of the first half. But that was a scary one. And NiP have definitely got to be very, very scared about this pistol round as well, because they know if FlipSid pick that one up, it could be a really close match here.
Yeah, and if they do pick them up and have 2 following rounds where almost nobody dies, their economy is going to be so strong compared to, say, the average economy after winning the pistol that things could get pretty damn scary indeed for the Swedes. But I don't think I've ever seen so many smokes on the Mirage site, on Mirage A at once. But hey, I told you, man. Never count out Tech 9s. Ever.
It was crazy because they were running into an AWP and auto sniper setup. Like, and where they knew that the rush was coming. So in the hands of Get Right and so on. Like, that's mind-blowing. But we're into the pistol now. In fact, full nades for NiP. For FlipSid. Blade actually with a kit, but nobody on Kevlar. So, interesting approach here coming in from FlipSid, as the push is trying to make its way in onto the A site from NiP. Going in through the smokes, they're flashing their way through. It's good though. Get Right able to take down Blade. There's one more player over at jungle. WorldEdit just pumping the smoke full of bullets, but finding nothing at all behind that smoke. As bondik does reposition himself towards CT, and just going to quickly check the flank. But there is the smoke onto the bomb here. That's going to allow bondik a clearer approach now, as he does take down Forrest. But still a 4-on-4. WorldEdit going for the hold in the smoke. He's going to pick up the defuse. And there's 4 players left from NiP that are alive. How does it happen? That cannot happen. But it did. And that means FlipSid are going to be taking that pistol, and in a fashion that can only feel terrible for NiP.
That was a pretty epic round. You can see NiP push a smoke because they know that FlipSid are playing for a retake here rather than trying to stop them planting the bomb. And despite that, FlipSid still bring out the W. They had the right angles with presence from numerous CTs to simply just lob a smoke over and then go for that diffuse, combined with a few pop flashes and a nice frag onto the person who was in that sandwich area. That nade was, oh, that was brutal. Took off Forrest's feet, left with 16 HP. Absolutely no armor on him. And that's going to be a nice chunky nade onto WorldEdit, but only does 8 HP.
And it's a very interesting round here. We've got Get Right on that AK, and oh, the quick snap there. WorldEdit goes down. It's going to be Friberg picking up the frag, but he can't get into cover in time. And in comes Get Right, gets the spray down on Simple. And that's going to be a 4-on-3 in favor of NiP, but they're low on health. 2 players without armor. Blade making a peek, but almost getting shot down. FlipSid need to be very careful now. They're losing a lot of men. And NiP aren't going to be making their way towards that B push. NiP have 2 players, sorry, FlipSid have 2 players on that B side at the moment with, I believe it was Blade on, bondik is actually on connector. So, ooh, that's a quick pick off on Forrest. And FlipSid still don't know what's going on.
Oh, they're rotating a CT away from the B bomb site. Maybe based on that kill, there was a suggestion that possibly they're moving over towards A, but it looks like it is going to be B. There are no nades on the NiP team. And Don't know if Markelov can hear things yet. Oh, yes, he can. He's realized what's going on. There's the first frag. He needs to find at least one more. There are 9 seconds remaining. They've got to get this bomb down. He's got to find these frags. They will line up for him, and he will pick up an AK as well. So that could have been terrible for FlipSid. I think they were engaging. Obviously, they had to kind of thin the numbers because of losing a few players, but they were engaging on very unfavorable duels, where it was just one player versus multiple people. Simple taking an unfavorable peak on short, giving them a rifle as well, but they managed to bring out the W. But damage has been done, and you can see the money is a lot ropier than they would have liked. WorldEdit having to run around with just a P2000 for this round, as he only has 1450 in the bank. No, he wants AWP.
Oh, I love this. Get right, goes straight in, picks up the headshot onto Blade. Trades coming in so quickly now, but it's going to be NiP who are looking stronger, as we have CTs going through the smoke, but going to be tracked through that with that spray. But how... There we go. Finally, Simple does get taken out by Forest. But they need to get that bomb down, but it's looking like FlipSid really want to get themselves onto that site in front of those smokes, and it's not working out for them. It's just Markelov left against NiP now. He's got 3 players left to kill and a bomb to defuse. It's certainly going to be a tough situation. Working in on the first frag, and that comes in pretty much for free there for Markelov, as he has now to find the 2 remaining players. He hasn't got a kit on him. Maybe one lying around on the site.
Yeah, there's
somewhere.
one next to the bomb there.
So there it is. There's a kit. Markelov does get eliminated. Friberg with the frag, and NiP with another successful rush. Get right in very fast out of Palace. That was really the play that really got them onto the bomb site so quickly there.
FlipSid were just they're just charging through the smoke one by one, desperately trying to hold on to the sites. But it just didn't work out for them. I mean, they put themselves in, again, really unfavorable situations there. Or I think it was quite a large gamble. But then the problem is if they leave the T's to get into post-plant positions with a numbers advantage as well, then it may be next to impossible to try and take the site unless they get a bit lucky. Now they are running around the map and just getting shut down. This is a nothing round as far as they're concerned. They are waiting for the next one. So let's have a quick look at the CT money. And we can see, we'll see if the buy comes out here. They can get at least 1 AWP. bondik can buy and drop. And yes, they are going for that buy, so we'll see WorldEdit with the AWP. And we will find out if these CTs can hold. NiP only 3 rounds ahead at the moment. Let's see where WorldEdit is headed with this AWP. No AWP yet on the NiP side. Only one person just waiting for potential flank, I believe, in mid, while we have a big presence in B apps. I'm sure we'll see people going towards the underpass, possibly to try and take control of mid, but for the time being, it will be in the hands of the CTs.
It's a very low amount of grenades here for FlipSid, but it might not matter all that much if this push comes in as fast as it may do here from NiP, as they look to get themselves in to the B-bomb site. Here are all the set grenades now to cover off short as they jump down. That's going to isolate the player by car here. Now moving in, it's just Markelov there. He's close, 12 HP. Immediately he gets taken down by Xizt. In comes NiP straight through the apartments, just gunning down these players. They've lost Friberg and Xizt, but they only have WorldEdit and bondik to deal with now on the rotation through kitchen. And the bomb is now planted, and the clock is on CTs. As WorldEdit does try to get a quick frag. bondik rushes in, and WorldEdit wants no more to do with this round, as NiP successfully take the bomb site and take this round.
Those were really clean smokes coming in. I think they smoked both arches. Normally you see one that smokes the rightmost arch if you're looking from short onto the bomb site, but I'm pretty sure that they had the entire thing shut down there. So super nice smokes there. I think possibly the window as well from the shop area. So really nice setup indeed by NiP, and that is going to put FlipSid's economy in tatters. And now it's going to be a case of trying to get this AWP to survive until the next round.
So all AKs here for NiP, full grenades, Forest, and get right with Molotovs. And let's see if WorldEdit can be in the right place at the right time with this AWP. If he is, then perhaps he can cause some trouble here from NiP, but they seem to be on quite the roll, and WorldEdit indeed is in the right place. Is he going to go for the risk? Is he going to play behind the smoke, or is he going to push forwards? Looks like the flash is going to go over just to buy him some time to get out of there. But WorldEdit definitely is going to be in some troubling positions if he chooses to go and attack into this. There's actually 3 players left now for NiP because of the 2 pistol frags coming out from bondik and Blade. So maybe WorldEdit can just save this round for his team. There's 3 players from the Ninjas remaining. The bomb is yet to be planted. And WorldEdit, his position is unknown. And we get the jump. WorldEdit hits the shot onto Xizt, finds the second player. Allu goes down. Now it's Get Right alone against WorldEdit. And he's got 50 seconds left to play with. He's picked up the bomb. So he's able now to play with WorldEdit. Which way is he going to go? WorldEdit can't possibly know. Let's Get Right. Goes for the sprint back to the B-bomb site. It's a very difficult situation for the sniper of FlipSid. As Get Right picks B as the site he chooses. Now WorldEdit can either just wait in the middle or he can try to gamble onto one site. It's like he's going to go for that actually. And he's going to be right here. Get Right might not predict him to be here so quickly. And I think WorldEdit should hear some sound cues here as well. So Get Right going to be playing the short plant
Can he
game.
even hear a diffuse from here?
Yes.
Oh, I think he probably can.
Yeah, I think he can indeed. WorldEdit now going to have to play this this game against Get Right. He's got to be quick with the shot. He knows the plant. He knows the peak. And Get Right, he's playing this perfectly. And he can't get Right to peek. Look at that, just throwing out.
Oh, what a
coming
shot!
Out for the shot as well. And that is beautiful. Get Right is going to clutch that one. To be fair, though, it was 3 versus 1, but still. Really big rounds for NiP to win.
No armor AWP. Double armorless AWPs here. I think this is a first, Dan.
The glass cannons.
We've got double birthday suits in the house.
So we have a pretty defensive round from NiP, but they've got a player on slope, player on Palace. So it could be a default round from them. They work middle control, come back into the 3-pronged attack through connector, Palace, and slope. We'll have to see if they can pull it off, though, because WorldEdit is the first obstacle. And what an obstacle he is.
Tags Friberg. Score more goals than you concede. That is the policy of FlipSid in this round. They are all in right now. 5-round deficit here, and they want nothing but complete destruction.
Knowing that WorldEdit is there, that's perhaps disincentivized them from actually trying to take that area. Unless they have the nades to cover it, it's very risky. And NiP have backed away towards B. We know they have some great set smokes for that. We already saw that rush from them. And perhaps they're going to go for something similar. Allu, can he get a pick? He gets smoked off, so it's going to be quite difficult to work into a pick now. As we have NiP are settling for this B play again. They're just going to wait out the grenades and go for it, it would seem. They have to. There's only 30 seconds left. There's no way they're getting to A in time. 20 seconds now on the clock. This is going to be a mad dash. And FlipSid, they know exactly what has to be done here from NiP with this amount of time left. Markelov coming in with the spray. Picks up 2 quick frags as it goes to a 3-on-3. WorldEdit in now with his AWP, but the bomb goes down barely in enough time. Get right, quick peek there. WorldEdit taken down immediately as bondik is now left over. There's surely going to be a very hard approach for him here through apartments.
He's got no kit. I think he's got to play for exits. There's no way he can get anywhere near the site in time to defuse the bomb.
So bondik is just going to see what he can do with his Dragon King. Well, looks like NiP are going to just stick to the areas that they know are safe. And they're going to back away and not entertain bondik's idea of any exit frags. But FlipSid, they've been playing so well, yet somehow NiP are playing better. That shouldn't be a surprise.
This was my fit.
But I didn't expect FlipSid to be playing so well. But still, NiP are just crushing.
Yeah, I mean, you could see FlipSid well, they were in parts very, very drilled. Like you saw that in the first 5 rounds. But then the next 5 rounds, they were just completely all over the place. They were like headless chickens after they lost 1 round. Oh, and Allu with a massive opening there, taking down one of the big men. WorldEdit. And again, FlipSid's economy is ruined. They've got a man down early on, and NiP are looking to walk over the line to a game point here. So this is a horrible situation indeed for FlipSid. Horrible situation indeed.
And the push is ready to come in now from NiP, so it's time for the defense here from FlipSid. They are down a man indeed. And this is going to be a toughie, as Friberg's already walking in for the entries. He's got himself 1. And there's the spray. That should be the second. Bondik goes down as well. Markelov and Blade remain in this 2-on-3. So damage has been done to the NiP side, and that's a great pick up there. Friberg eliminated. Markelov now in a 1-on-2. This has suddenly become doable. He's got the one flash. Picks up. Get right. He was just planting with no sufficient cover. And allu now has to clutch this against Markelov.
He can plant for short if he wants to. He's going to go for the fake there, but Markelov is a non-believer.
No peek at all. Oh, he knows exactly where he is. Look at that. That was gorgeous there from allu. But so patient and disciplined from Markelov as well at the same time.
Yeah, both teams playing well, but NiP coming out on top. allu as well. He is. That was a great clutch. Good to see. I'm sure there are loads of scrutinous eyes, and he is top fragging as well. 25 and 11. Friberg not getting a look in at the moment with this new lineup.
Yeah, it's that's really what. Well, we can return to that thought I was about to make afterwards, because we're about to have a big push on middle here from NiP. Can they actually hold this down? Blade! It's going to get two, surely, but the Pharmacy will. And that's Forrest and Friberg down. They didn't have the appropriate cover. They believed in the grenades, the smokes, but didn't quite pan out. And Xizt with a quick frag onto Simple, and now things are looking a bit better, a bit healthier for FlipSid, but still allu and Xizt to deal with. Xizt with the bomb actually in the ladder room, so he's got a quick route to the B or the A site. allu needs to give him a chance, an opening, get some distraction going to actually move safely, or inform him as to where he can attack. Because right now Xizt doesn't want to give his position away. So here comes allu now. Going to be looking for an opening. Spots the first player. So fast is allu. WorldEdit goes down. And now Xizt can start to make a move. As we do have bondik walking around towards CT. 2-on-2 now. allu in with the angle. allu looks to be getting this shot as well, and he will. This guy, you cannot fault him whatsoever in this match today.
Oh, Xizt making a run for it onto the B bomb site. So excellent work there by allu. Completely killed and baited the CTs over to the A site. Xizt though only 28 HP, but Markelov isn't far from him either. Not sure if he. Oh, he's no audio cue. He's got no kit to boot, but Xizt going to give the game away with the flashbang, despite having a strong position there with the weapon. Now let's see if Markelov can fake him out. Is he going to go for a full 10-second defuse? There's no way. Xizt gets the frag. And that's going to be that.
Wow, 16-8. And the crazy thing is that there's so many rounds were won there by FlipSid on the T side. It looked amazing. I was like, I was kind of gobsmacked how well they were doing. And then as soon as allu got the ace with the AWP, then we had this dynamic where it seemed like the AWPs, Forrest and allu, became a significant problem for FlipSid to overcome.
Absolutely, they were putting in great work, and they did the FlipSid what FlipSid are expected to do to other teams there with the AWP on CPO, the AWP on short. So that was pretty monster from NiP. But after they won that first round, FlipSid would just they were just like almost roaming the streets. It seemed really bizarre, especially for a team led by a player like Blade. It was just, I don't know, like it was just trying to Rambo through smokes on the B bomb site, which everyone knows is just very easy to exploit when you're on the other side of that smoke, seeing them come in. You're at a distinct disadvantage there, but they just tried to run through anyway. It was just kind of horrible to watch.
Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, but also it was amazing and just a treat to watch some of the plays we saw out of the players like allu specifically. I mean, he was top fragging into the end of that match. We saw some really great moves from him, and when you're spectating him, it just looks like you can just it's like you can tell he's just gonna win every like duel.
Yeah,
he just walks up with the AWP super fast, knows, and he's so confident. The confidence you can see in his play, and he predicts where something like where a player will be, and he doesn't second guess it at all, and he's right every time. That's what that game was for allu.
It was a pretty good game for allu, and I've no doubt that Lurpis was salivating watching that one. Dan, I think we should spin the wheel.
Oh, you want to spin the wheel?
I think we should. What do you think? Should we?
It's been a while. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So last time the wheel made an appearance, Dan.
Yes, I remember very well.
We had Scream.
Yes.
With the most limp-handed performance of all time. Would you like to spin the wheel, Dan?
Okay.
Dan goes to the gym every day. And I'm hoping for the best, Dan.
Okay, you ready? Here we go, guys.
I can respect that. That's a respectable spin. So, somewhat surprisingly, it's landed on question marks. See you after the break.